Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Terra Neo Vision. So let's start from her stats. Like you can see that her stats, I must say it's kinda ordinary for a mage because yes, like you can see she only get 200% magic boost, but yes, she is flexible because she can become true double hand or true dual wield. But again, better make her into true dual wield because she has 200% change damage modifier. So on normal form, I can say nothing special. Okay, she has that evoke damage plus 60%. But the great thing about her is on Brave Shift form. Wow, it is pretty insane because like you can see that on Brave Shift form, she gets Evo Magic plus 240%. What's Evo Magic? So I really cannot explain it, but here Evo Magic is kind of like passive that will increase your damage modifier. So because Evo damage is not affected by killer, let's simplify this by saying this Evo Magic is same like killers. Okay, so basically she has 240% all enemies killers. Insane, right? And not only that, she also has 75% limit burst damage. This will be helpful on her Brave Shield form, you will see later. So enough about her passives, now let's talk about her normal form. So on normal form, I can say that nothing amazing on her normal form. So basically on normal form, she is just your ordinary mage. Chaos Wave Awaken Chainer for fire damage, it is the best, okay, 72 times damage, while for other elements, they are only 46 times damage. Bad, right? And for the Grandest ability, it's kinda strange because it deals damage to all units. Yes, that means including your party, so it's like Fifi Jihad or whatever, I forgot the name, okay. Yes, it attacks all characters, so make sure you have 100% fire resist on all characters before using this Grandest ability. But yes, overall I must say this is nothing special, this form. So basically on this normal form, it is simply a setup, a turn where you wait until you're able to become your Brave Shield form. Okay, and her limit burst gives you limit burst damage area effect. So this is another good thing, okay, on this Terra, because this area effect is stackable with your buff. Because if you take a look, it appears on the name area effect. So I assume it is stackable with your limit burst damage. I believe that, okay, 99%. So that's all for normal form, nothing special, basically like other mage, but here is the main thing, the Brave Shield form. So on Brave Shield form, she can chain with Chaos Wave, evoke damage 80 times non-elemental. So again, nothing special, just forget this skill exists. The special thing about her Brave Shield is like Tifa. It is her limit burst. Okay, so her limit burst, it deals evoke damage, fire element. Okay, and like Tifa, she also has 75% damage mitigation. So yes, it is quite hard to kill her, okay, on Brave Shield form because of this 75% damage mitigation. And yes, again, like Tifa, she has 250% limit burst damage buff for herself. How's that not insane, okay? So most characters only get like 150%, but she gets 250%. It is Grandest ability, only usable for 2 times. But I believe your enemy is probably dead after you use your limit burst twice, okay? And if they are still alive, then you can still use 150% limit burst damage. Okay, another great thing about this is if you use your Grandest ability, then your limit burst gauge is full too. Okay, so the rotation is pretty simple. On the first turn, go into Brave form and use your Trance Burst and Magitek Fire Release, and anything you can use that 75% damage mitigation to ensure you won't die. So you get limit burst damage, full limit burst, also imperil enemy fire resist. So if you take a look on her limit burst, it is nothing special. It seems nothing special, okay? Only 80 times damage modifier, but again, like I say, what's insane is her evoke passive. Okay, so let's assume you able to reach 300% evo magic. I don't think that's possible, okay, for evo magic. But for limit burst damage, it's very possible. If you able to gear her into having 300% limit burst damage passive, and you also get 250% from your buff, it equals to 6.5 times multiply your damage. Okay, and again, she also has evo damage. So this evo damage, I assume, okay, you're able to get it into 150%. So like you can see on the screen that if you able to reach these stats, you gonna able to do 5,200 times damage modifier, and that's crazy. Okay, so like you can see the comparison to Neo Vision Visualist. So Neo Vision Visualist has better base limit burst damage, 110 times. But again, Neo Vision Visualist, let's assume she able to get 300% limit burst damage passive and another 150% from her buff. Okay, which means she deals 550 times damage. Pretty low? Don't worry, let's assume she has Right Killer, 300% killer for certain enemy. That means she deals 2,200 times damage modifier. So yes, even with Right Killers, it is still much lower than Neo Vision Terra. But yes, again, the scenario for Neo Vision Terra is just too perfect. So let us calculate again on her equipment section. So for equipment, it is pretty simple. On normal form, you only need to build her magic. You don't need to care about limit burst damage, evo magic, evo damage, because yeah, she doesn't have good evoke damage on normal form. And on Bravery form, you need 4 things. First is limit burst damage, second evo magic, third evo damage, and fourth magic. Okay, so let's start from her weapon. So the best weapon for her is her own STMR, because one STMR gives you 50% evo damage. So insane. If you have 2 of this, that means 100% evo damage. Insane, right? But if you don't have 2 STMR, then maybe you can replace it using Sakura of the Delta Star STMR. It gives you 30% limit burst damage. So it will multiply your damage through limit burst damage. Okay, nice. And next, abilities. Using abilities listed on the list, you can get 135% evo damage. But like you can see that we need 2 STMR to get these numbers. For Trust Mastery Word, it is pretty simple. Use her on Trust Mastery Word. It is pretty good, 25% evo damage and 60% magic. And then you have Celestia from 4 stars characters. It grants you 30% magic and 30% evo damage. But the rest, wow, good luck. Okay, especially for Yuna Leska STMR. This is the best ability for her because it gives you evo damage, evo magic, Esper stats, and high magic boost. Okay, so if you really want to max your Neo Vision Terra and only able to obtain 1 STMR from this 2, then go for Yuna Leska STMR. Okay, Luna Freya STMR doesn't give her magic boost, but it is the best in terms of evo damage, 50%. So like you can see that if you're able to equip those things, then in the end she can deal 3,251 times damage. Insane, right? Using her limit burst. So as a comparison here, it is not as high as on the Brave Shift page before, but Physalis with 300% killer and 450% limit burst damage deal 2200 times damage. So yes, okay, 1.5 times higher than Physalis. Okay, and yes, of course, if you don't have those equipments, then it is obvious that her damage will be lower. Maybe only about like 2400, but that's still a pretty insane number, guys. Okay, but again, remember, you need to make your another mage like Physalis has right killer and max their killers. But again, I don't take info about, I don't count the killer buff on the battle. So it's possible Physalis can reduce the damage difference by having killer buff on battle. Okay, so yes, pretty decent for Terra, but yes, you need to have insane equipment. So that's all about equipment. I don't think I need to talk about partner because she is basically a finisher like Tifa, so she can be good with anyone as long as they are able to chain. Okay, so my conclusion for Neo Vision Terra. So like you can see that she has really insane damage potential. Okay, and the best part is she is really fast and simple to use. Right from the start, you can use Brave Shift and then fill your limit burst gauge to full imperil enemy fire resist, and then on the next turn you unleash your limit burst and tada, insane damage. And after that, you need to go back into normal form. But yeah, that's only for 2 turns. You can chain with Chaos Wave Awaken with other characters. And then yes, you are good to go again to use your limit burst. Okay, and yes, maybe the things which are bad. The first is I can say that her limit burst, okay, it only affects single target. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but for a trial that consists multiple enemies, then of course it is not good. And because it is single nuke finisher attack, I don't think one enemy target gets benefit for Dark Vision, okay, because we like single target because on Dark Vision our characters keep chaining even when enemy has died. But for this limit burst, this only targets single. Okay, and another weakness is, yes, it deals fire damage. So for Tifa, she is flexible because she can change her elemental weapon, but for Terra, it is not like that. If you meet the enemy who resists against fire, then maybe she is not good. Okay, what I mean by resist against fire is like they have 200%, 300%, because let's say if they only have 100% fire resist, then with your 120% fire imperil and your insane damage modifier, you still able to kill them. Okay, the problem arises when you fight enemy with insane fire resist and absorb fire. That way you cannot use Terra. But other than that, she is insane. And her Trust Mastery Word and STMR, they are niche at this point, because like you can see that they are good, they are not bad, but the best characters who are able to equip these two are Evoker. Okay, and the best Evoker right now is Terra. So yes, okay, I don't think it's worth to chase her for Trust Mastery Word or STMR. But again, she is really insane, guys. Okay, really powerful. And her Vision card, it is also superb for her. She gets nice magic boost. And like you can see that back then on equipment section, she equips lots of Evo damage, Evo magic. And that may cause you lack magic boost. But with this Vision card, you won't lack magic boost, because if you max this card, you get 100% magic boost. Okay, with 100% magic boost, she already has 300% magic. You only need to have 100% more to max her magic stats. Okay, pretty insane vision card. So yes, she is insane. I hope you have her. Actually, to be honest, while reviewing her, and she is this good, I have used all my tickets to get her. I totally forgot about Christmas. Okay, but yes, I still save my lapis, but it's just too bad I don't get her. Okay, it's just sad because she is really this powerful. And yes, good luck if you have mentioned STMR. Okay, if you really want to max her, I think it's worth to use your STMR Moogle for Yunaleska or Luna Freya. Actually, no, don't use your STMR Moogle, okay? It's better to use your UOC to get their STMR. Let's say you have 2 Luna Freya, okay? Then I think it's totally worth to spend 18 UOC to get Luna Freya, another 7 stars Luna Freya, and mix them together. That way you're gonna get Luna Freya Trust STMR, same cast for Yunaleska. Because the damage is insane for her, okay? So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Neo Vision Terra. So I believe that maybe the calculation kind of wrong in certain way, but yes, I don't think it will be wrong, okay? Because I have tried to calculate. So if it is mistaken, it is because my misunderstanding about mechanic. In that case, I'm really sorry. Okay, but the point is, yes, she is insane because of Evo Magic, Evo damage, limit burst damage. Okay, those 3 gonna multiply her damage by a lot. Okay, so yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Perfect Fuse Guide. Bye bye guys!